Let's welcome the State Minister. He is already here. Okay, thank you. His Excellency Makonnen, State Minister of Planning and Development, Professor Nicholas Ozor, Executive Director of African Technology Policy Studies Network, Dr. Mitika Mwenda, Executive Director of Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance, Professor Magnus TD, Executive Director of West African Green Economic Development Institute, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this NDC Regional Policy Dialogue and Dissemination Workshop. I hope those of you who came from out of Ethiopia had a safe journey and well rested, so you must be ready for the day's activities. As you can see from the program on the table, we will start with remarks by the three project partners, that is ATPS, PACJA, and WAGEDI. So I invite Professor Nicholas Ozor to make the first remark. He is Executive Director of African Technology Policy Studies Network. Please, Professor Nicholas.
Good morning, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister for Planning and Development, Ethiopia, Mr. Seyom, Executive Director of WAGEDI, Professor Chidi Magnus Onoha, the Executive Director of PACJA, Dr. Mithika Mwenda, the ATPS National Chapter Coordinators in 12 countries that this project took place. I can see some of them here. We have Professor Yamba from Zambia. Thank you very much. Say hi to our friends. We have Professor Michael Madukwe. Thank you very much. We have Benson, Dr. Benson from Zimbabwe. Good. We have Abraham Matadi from Botswana. Thank you. We have Frederick, Dr. Frederick, Engineer Dr. Frederick Amumensa. We have our national coordinator from Sierra Leone, Professor Kela. Say hello to our colleagues. We have Engineer Dr. John Mukunzi. I don't know whether he's here now. Okay. From Uganda. Thank you very much. We have Barrister Eric from Cote d'Ivoire. Welcome. Thank you. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody here yet. But please, if I have forgotten to recognize you, you can just. But I don't think so. So thank you very much for coming. National Chapter Coordinators for ATPS. Most importantly, the directors of climate change and NDCs in the 12 different countries that are here present. Welcome. And also the climate champions who are representing their countries and who have helped in data collection for this particular project. I am very grateful that you committed your time and energy to participate in this initiative. Most importantly, also, I want to thank our partner, our founder, the African Development Bank, for finding it very important to finance this project. This is a very unique project that has not been there or that has not been conducted anywhere in Africa in terms of determining the extent to which countries meet their mission targets using index-based solutions. So they have been very interested in this project, and we are going to talk more about it. My duty now is just to welcome all of you to this very beautiful city of Addis Ababa that we always wish to be here. I was talking with His Excellency, and he told me that you are all welcome to Addis as your second home. And I told him, ensure that it is visa-free so that we can come at will without hassles. And I'm sure most of us, some of us here, not most, had one or two issues getting visas, but they have made it a little bit very easy these days online. That is the truth, but then it is a process that you must follow. But why not we join Rwanda and have everything? You just walk in and just tell us where you will stay. You are staying with a friend or you're staying in a hotel, and that will be enough. So I'm sure, Your Excellency, you will transmit this message to the appropriate quarters so that the next time we shall be coming. And by the way, we'll be coming again in September for the Africa Climate Summit, which I'm sure you will mention during your speech. So, so that things, Ethiopia has become a very big hub for Africa, especially considering the leverage that the Ethiopian Airlines have provided for Africa. There's no single community or country where you will not find Ethiopian Airlines. Even in my village, they come into my village. So that is a very big, they are number one, no doubt about that. So we can use that opportunity and open up the economy, open up the integration. We have always talked at the African Union about integration, Africa's integration, so that we have easy access of trade, easy access and movement of people and goods. That will also help us. So let me not forget my team at the African Technology Policy Studies Network, ATPS, who have been driving this process from day one, even from the pilot stage, which we had in 2000 and from 2018 and 19 with Pakja and Wagedi as well. So I want to thank you and welcome you all to this meeting. I'm very sure it is going to be very insightful. We are going to have some deliberations. We are going to unveil the index, and you can see where your country is placed in terms of your performance, in terms of your ability to meet your targets as set out in the NDC 2, which was the main document of reference that we used in developing the NDC index that we used for this assessment. So once again, I want to thank I was looking this way, I didn't look this way, and I forgot that my national chapter coordinator, who is today my landlord, the national coordinator for Ethiopia, is Mr. Belete Wundwosun. He's here. Sorry that I was looking for who that I was forgetting. He's our national chapter coordinator for Ethiopia, and he has been with us for many years. I think he's over 20 years, or getting to 20 years that he's been a national coordinator and been doing well, working with us. ATPS, I will get a time to talk about the organization. But for now, my remark is just to say welcome to this beautiful city. We will also create time to allow us to move around, maybe to see a climate change initiative in Addis, with the permission of His Excellency, so that we also walk the talk. Once again, I want to thank all of you for coming and implore you to actively participate in what we are going to be doing, contribute to your quota intellectually, because this might lead to other things. As you know, we have only worked with the bank in 12 countries, and Africa is 55 countries. Even if we base it in sub-Saharan Africa, is 49 countries. We would want to ensure that in the next time we do this work, that we expand and cover more of the African countries. But so far, we are happy with the cooperation, the level of cooperation that you have given us during this 3 years process or 4 years process that we have used to implement this project. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and I wish you good luck as we deliberate on this initiative. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Nicholas. Our next speaker will be Dr. Mitika Mwenda from Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance, the Executive Director. I think he is represented by someone else. Okay.
Good morning. I'm representing Dr. Mithika Mwenda, who is the Executive Director of the Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance. And all protocols observed, I'd like to welcome all of you here. And it's my distinct pleasure to have all of us in this gathering as we speak directly to the heart of Africa's climate future. And this journey did not start 4 years ago, as Dr. Ozo said. It started in 2019 when a study was commissioned. And this has grown and it is being built, and we believe it is going to grow even more. And as many of you know, the Paris Agreement marked a historic turning point in global climate governance, and at its core transcend environmental concerns. They are directly linked to our development priorities and other sectors, including food systems, water security, energy access, health outcomes, and economic resilience. But we know that commitments alone are not enough. What matters is how we implement these commitments. How do we measure progress? How do we adapt and elevate our ambition over time? And that's where this NDC index becomes indispensable. And quite a number of us have been involved in developing indexes in the various countries. And the long-term goal of this project is to support sub-Saharan African countries to fully implement their NDCs and progressively increase their ambition in line with the Paris Agreement. And as was said earlier, we believe that this can go further into other African countries beyond the 12 that we have worked on. And why does this matter so much for Africa? It's because without a reliable, transparent, and consistent way to track and benchmark our efforts, we'll risk losing sight of our directions. So this NDC index is more than just a data tool. It is an accountability mechanism, a learning platform, and by extension, a motivator for all of us, and provides a clear snapshot of where we stand, where we're falling short, and where we must go next. So as we continue and as we progress into in the sessions ahead, we hope to collectively explore how best to strengthen our tracking across the continent. Then we can identify some gaps, share innovations, and align our efforts towards a more climate resilient and sustainable Africa. So I look forward to a fruitful deliberation, more insights and discussion emerge in this gathering. And once again, thank you all for taking time, being here, and being part of this important journey. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, Professor Magnus Chidi, the Executive Director of West African Economic Development Institute, will make his speech.
Thank you, the Honorable Minister of Planning and Development, Ethiopia. Please permit me to hide under the established protocol by Professor Ozo. I'm excited today because what was like a mustard seed, the mustard seed is a very tiny seed. It's the smallest of all the seeds. This seed was planted, it germinated, and sprouted, and grew, and though became mighty tree. So that the best of them came and perched. That's everybody became associated with it. I want to thank the leadership of ATPS. Even though it was Panja that did this pack, the ATPS saw it, and three organizations came together with co-heads. We didn't look at the money. It was the passion that drove this. I remember when it was finally validated by African development, it was all the stakeholders, the development partners. It was even them that suggested a one-stop shop, an online platform that will look at the 5 indicators, the 5 NDC indicators, so that you don't need to governance, mitigation, adaptation, climate finance, MRV. So you just see the level of performance by the various countries. The indexing, the ranking, does not say, assuming my country is last. I want my director not to feel, I'm just giving an instance. He's making a statement of the fact that, like tomorrow, we'll be looking at data gaps. Making a statement of countries should now go ahead, be much more serious now in terms of data robustness, because I know there were challenges of gathering data, not because that data are not there, but because it was domiciled out of indifference, so countries will now be very active in the process. So it's an innovative mechanism. So I want to thank ATPS, thank Aja. Let me in a very special way thank Wagedi. Wagedi is just a nascent organization set up in 2018 for West African countries and Africa and beyond, that is in the forefront of pursuing low carbon resource efficient trajectory. You will agree with the landmark Paris Agreement was something that came to reposition, address the shortcomings of the Kyoto Protocol. And we see every country is serious about unconditional and conditional commitments. And that is what witnessed in these 12 countries, which was as a pilot. The director said, 25 countries, yes. There's every possibility that it cascade. And it was 49 sub-Saharan Africa. But Africa. So I'm excited that we're here, celebrating this, the platform, the one-stop shop in line with technology. So I want to thank the Wagedi team. I want to thank Professor Madupe. In spite of the fact he's the national chapter coordinator of ATP, he was very effective in the Nigeria, in terms of delivery. I want to thank Dr. Uchenna, he's not here. Engineer Abika Kibe. Mensa from Ghana, and in Cote d'Ivoire, because I covered these three countries. It was an interesting, research study. I want to thank the very special way the project coordinator, Alfred, the back and forth man. In fact, when he was there, was last. He's the back and forth man. Alfred, thank you. I want to thank Dorin and Wetland. Dorin and Wetlands they have also been, and of course the Secretariat of the TTS, the South Secretariat of this. So, Minister, thank you for hosting us, and thank all the 12 countries here present. That this is just the beginning, and posterity becomes all of us. When we are not here, in the next 10, 20 years, it's on record that today that we launch this online platform for Africa that is distinctive. So I will join us to please, anything you want to do, first of all, be passionate about, be driven by passion. And I think it was passion that really led to this. And of course, under UNFCCC, they will see Africa has a lot. And I'm sure our side event at COP30 in Brazil, they will see that Africa is not just about charity. Africa has an innovation that will also replicated in other 198 countries, so to speak, that acceded to the Paris Agreement. So I would like to say that please keep your mind open. These 2 days is going to be enlightening, very, very, knowledge is inexhaustible. I'm ready to learn. Ready to learn. Because I like what I like about this study is that everybody, our brain was like tabula rasa, empty brain for you to learn. This indicator was very, very critical. Excuse me. I remember when we started this, people said, what's the MRV? I'm sure most of you charter coordinators that you have seen the process. One training. We had training based on the 5 regions Africa. We took training. So it's not just all about coming here now. So it's a whole lot of process. So training the trainer. We have the champions. We have five champions per country. So that will resonate, the multiply effect of taking this to all, so that it's not about us here. So I look forward to, based on theory of change, numbers in the next 22 years, there are more Africans that will be trained on this index and tracking tool. So I'm excited. So thank you, Member for Wagedi once again. Thank you, and I wish us happy celebration. God bless Africa.
Okay, thank you, Professor Magnus, for your opening remark. Now, I kindly request Professor Nicholas Ozor to come to the podium and invite His Excellency, Mr. C. Makon, to make the opening speech.
Greetings once more. Good morning. It is my utmost pleasure and honor to invite His Excellency, the Minister of Planning and Development of Ethiopia, Mr. Seyom Makena, to come and do the needful and open this ceremony officially.
Excellency Professor Nicholas, Executive Director of ATPIS, Professor Chidi, African Green Economic Development Institute, distinguished guests, esteemed partners, country representatives, and NDC actors, ladies and gentlemen, እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ. Welcome to Addis. It is my privilege to welcome you to Addis Ababa for this vital today's regional policy dialogue and dissemination workshop. We gather here as representative of sub-Saharan African countries united by a shared mission to accelerate the implementation of our national determined contribution, NDC, and securing a sustainable future for our continent. This event, organized by the African Technology Policy Studies Network, ATPIS, in collaboration with the Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance, PACJA, and the West African Green Economy Development Institute, is a powerful symbol of our collective resolve. Over the next 2 days, we will expect sharing knowledge, best practices, challenges, and strategies for effective NDC implementation that will drive our climate commitment forward. As your host, Ethiopia stands proud of its contribution to the global and African fight against climate change. Our efforts are rooted in a vision that aligns climate action with sustainable development, offering a model that resonates across the continent. Ethiopia's role extended beyond our border. As a state of African Union and a member of IGAD, we are committed to fostering Pan-African collaboration, sharing our experience in supporting continental collective climate ambition. The development pathway Ethiopia has chosen is one that is people-centered and climate resilient. Through our NDC, NAP, LCS, and the Green Legacy Initiative, Renewable Energy for Ethiopia and Africa, City Resilience, Food Transformation, as well as transport policy interventions, among many others. We are striving to ensure the economic growth that does not come at the expense of environmental integrity. Ethiopia's second NDC, which was updated in 2021, set a bold target of 69% greenhouse gas emission reduction by 2030, compared to a business as usual scenario contingent on international support alongside unconditional commitment to a 12.4% reduction through domestic efforts. This ambition reflects our determination to lead by example, demonstrating that Africa's nations can set and pursue aggressive climate goals. Looking beyond 2030, we launched a long-term emission development strategy, LCS, in 2023 as a path to net zero emission by 2050. This strategy transforms our economy by prioritizing renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and then food conservation sector critical to both our national development and the broader African context. It is a blueprint for a long-term resilience that other countries can adapt to their unique circumstances. Similarly, adaptation is a cornerstone of Ethiopia's climate strategy. Our National Adaptation Plan, NAP, addresses the pressing challenge of drought, floods, and desertification, which threatens our agriculture, the livelihood of nearly 80% of our population. Through this initiative, like the Climate Smart Agriculture Investment Plan, we are building adaptive capacity that not only strengthens Ethiopia's but also offer a lesson for neighboring countries facing similar vulnerability. As we all know, climate change is a borderless challenge, and our response must be equally boundless. This workshop unites 12 sub-Saharan African countries to exchange best practices, addressing shared challenges, and then building on successes. Distinguished guests, as we gather here in discussing the NDC implementation gaps and challenges across sub-Saharan Africa, I would like to inform you that Ethiopia will be hosting the second African Climate Summit and the African Climate Week in September. Ethiopia is proud to be a host for these crucial events in Addis Ababa from 8 to 10 September 2025 with a 3-day pre-summit session starting from 5 to September 2025. The inaugural African Climate Summit held in Nairobi was a milestone. The road to Addis Ababa for African Climate Summit 2 must now build upon that foundation with a clearer strategy, strong voice, and deeper inclusion while leveraging success story and addressing challenges faced as we entertain the new climate solution with available resources Africa has at hand. Africa must not and will not remain on the periphery and victim of climate of changes rather than continent could drive changes global climate architect and can take a leadership in this regard. The continent must rise as determinants of equity, justice, and transformation with an innovative and homegrown ideas of changes for global impact. Distinguished guests, listen, Ethiopia is interested not only boost African Climate Summit 2, but to drive changes for a continental movement that center people, justice, and solidarity in the climate discourse. We are, have, we are here now we are here not merely to convey, but to co-create and define the success of our climate summit too. The government of Ethiopia is dedicated to make the second African climate summit an impactful and nail down a ground for a concrete and effective efforts to respond climate change in Africa and then beyond. We wish to center the African Climate Summit into climate solutions, making use of continental available resources and innovations. Excellencies, distinguished guests, the success of our NDC depends on more than government action. Is requiring the engagement of all stakeholders, civic society, academia, private sector, and the local community. This workshop is a platform to bridge these groups, fostering trust and cooperation. A highlight for today's agenda is the launch of the NDC web tracking tools, an innovative solution developing through this project. This platform enhances transparency, enables real-time progress tracking, and supports evidence-based decision-making. It empowers every stakeholder to monitor and contribute to our climate goals. Yet, tools alone are insufficient without robust data system. I urge government representative here today to commit to strengthen data collection and then management. This dialogue is not an end, but it's a beginning, a call to action. Let us leave Addis Ababa with a renowned commitment to accelerate NC implementation, support one another, and celebrate our shared progress. In conclusion, in Ethiopia, we say when spider webs unite, they can tie up a line. Our individual efforts may seem modest, but together they are unstoppable. Let us weave a web of resilience, innovation, and solidarity that secures a thriving future for Africa. Thank you, and I wish you an inspiring discussion ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Excellency, for your presence and for your informative speech. I hope most of you will come again in September for the climate summit. So our next program is a group photo. Susan will be leading us how to go about it.
I need to see the last one. Right here. I'm just asking. Are you checking for me? Katabe pictures of the participants. How many cameras are used? So I have videos of the people who participate and I have videos of what's happening. Hi, how are you? Yes, The one projecting, laptop projecting or sit at the front. This cable can be yes, because for projecting the presentation, because that's what we are doing next, is the one at the corner green. This machine is so that it's this one. His laptop is the one. Yeah, his laptop is the one. Yes, watch me. I'm going to Doreen.